Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Meelo and Amigos. Today we have a Pitt football player, Hudson Primus.
Primus, yeah.
I said that right? Hudson Primus, we got in the house here. He is from Washington, D.C., currently a redshirt junior defensive back. Coming at you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here.
We're just chilling.
We're chilling, bro. We're big chilling.
Do you have any classes today?
I did have class today. Class at 2:30. Physics and Society.
Physics and Society.
We have an exam on Thursday.
Good luck. We get to studying soon, I imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
What other classes are you taking?
On Mondays, I'm taking Intro to Africana Studies. Monday 6 to 8:30. And then online, I have the Juvenile Justice Process, History of Mass Media, and Small Group Communication. And those classes are gonna complete my major this semester.
Let's see. For the Africana Studies class, do you have a man? I think his name is Tittleson, or
I have Irvin Dyer.
Irvin Dyer.
Tall guy, dreads.
No, mine was like a short, buzz, military cut glasses.
Really?
Yeah, but I loved the class.
Yeah?
It was great. It was so much stuff I didn't hear of. Just talking about the African diaspora and stuff, I was like, whoa. And the way he taught it was really easy. He literally just said, okay, just copy the PowerPoint, and you would just copy the PowerPoint, and then he would just talk about the things in detail and however he wanted. But then the exams were literally just the PowerPoint. So it was like you could actually just enjoy it,
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know, how's yours set up?
Mine's set up, there's a PowerPoint and then he just lectures us the whole time. And he might throw a video in there. But he's talking for that full 2.5 hours. Yeah, he's just talking. So I mean, yeah, it is pretty rough, but he's definitely talking about some interesting stuff that I hadn't learned before, so I'm pretty engaged. But it's just talking the whole time.
Yeah.
It definitely wears you down after a while.
That's true. How long is the class?
2.5 hours. We get a break at probably 7 or so.
That's
10-minute break. Yeah, it's tough.
Okay, I feel different about my class compared to yours now, because mine was only an hour.
Yeah.
And so you get it done, you're just oh, okay, that was
chill.
That was chill. But with those ones, do you have any night classes?
Yeah, that is my night class.
Okay. And that's Monday, right? Monday. Losing it already.
Yeah.
Anyway, why don't we jump into some of these and we'll just go off the cuff. Okay. You pick one, I pick one. Let's just.
This one.
Just say your biggest regret is.
Biggest regrets?
Let's say in the context of here at Pitt, socially and on the football team.
Biggest regret socially would probably be not going to more of those events my freshman year to get out and meet more people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like living in Holland Hall freshman year, I definitely got to meet a lot of people, but I just think about how many more relationships I could have developed if I had been going out more to those events hosted by the school that you knew all the freshmen were going to be at, instead of just kind of staying and doing my own thing. I feel like it worked out either way, but that's probably a regret I have socially.
Okay.
Regrets on the team, I don't really have many regrets on the team. Being on the team is definitely rough sometimes, but I love it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel especially since that takes up so much of your time, it's really good to not have any complaints. But Holland Hall, I had a couple friends that lived in Holland.
Yeah, Holland's a spot.
No, Bruce is the spot.
Bruce?
Have you ever been to Bruce?
I did go to Bruce a couple times. One of my boys lived in Bruce.
You can't beat a suite.
Yeah, the suites were nice.
Suites are nice.
Suites are nice. But I just like Holland because you could have single rooms, and that's the room that we was single.
That's true.
I wanted to live.
Oh wait, was yours during COVID?
No, it was the year before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I do like that. Let's see, what do you got there?
If you could go back to a point in time in your life with the knowledge you have now, where would you start? With the knowledge I have now, I'd probably go back to my freshman year of high school and do things completely differently.
Would you play another sport?
Another sport?
Did you play other sports?
I ran track in high school.
Okay. Oh, pen relays.
I was in the pen relays, yeah.
Pen relays.
Yeah. Junior, senior year. It was fun. It was real fun, yeah. Pen relays was great. But yeah, before my freshman year of high school, just do things completely differently with like the school I went to and in football, like the position I played.
Mm-hmm.
Probably could have helped out my recruiting a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Because you played quarterback in high school?
I did play quarterback.
And so
I played quarterback my whole life.
And then how did that change when you came to Pitt?
Well, I wasn't like very highly recruited out of high schools, and one of my best options was to come to Pitt on a full academic scholarship and walk on at the same time. So
that's what you did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, wow. Yo, kudos. That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
Wow. And so then you walked on,
yeah,
and then there was defensive back.
Walk on, yeah, the only position open was defensive back, really.
Just
so like, I'm still gonna play.
Just
so, like, I might as well, like, you know.
Wow, that's awesome.
Position, just do that. Just ride it out, see where I can go with it.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's sweet. So with defensive back, like, if you could pick another position aside from quarterback, would you, if it was open, would you take it?
You said aside from defensive back?
Yeah. Would you take another position if you could? Like, go back to walking on?
Oh, picking another position, like going back to walking on, would I pick another position aside?
Yeah. Sorry, that was mad confusing.
Yeah, I was thinking.
The way I worded that.
I was thinking if you meant like in high school, would I pick like another?
No. That was my bad.
In college, would I pick another position? Probably not. Defensive back, I like playing DB, so it's cool. Quarterback, I could have kept playing quarterback, yeah, but I feel like it worked out how it was supposed to work out. I can't really complain.
So what, you walked on freshman year?
Yeah.
Freshman year, okay. And what was that process like?
That process was me reaching out to like people in player development on the team and seeing if there was any opportunity to walk on, and they offered me a tryout like the first week I moved in, and it was that Friday that I moved in, so I went down to the facility, tried out, and they called me later that day and said I made the team. And then I showed up to practice the next Tuesday. Wow. And I've been on the team from there.
That's sweet.
Yeah. It was cool. It was definitely like a roller coaster of emotions that first year, just like going to all the games and dressing out and stuff.
That's sweet. But you, that entire time, you stayed in Holland.
Stayed in Holland.
You didn't live with like the other athletes.
Yeah, they said they said they didn't have any rooms available in Bridges. They definitely did, but they said they didn't. But I mean, it was nice living in Holland, so I was like, let's do my thing right here. And
that's cool.
A lot more people. I got to meet like way more people living in Holland than I would have met if I was living in Bridges. Like people that I still know today living in Holland.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's tight. That's tight. Wow, how many other walk-ons were there?
With me at that tryout, there's only one.
Hey.
Yeah, and
how many kids usually walk on like a year?
A year? A good bit. Yeah. Maybe like over 10 or so. We just got a new walk-on the team today.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know it was like that, because I feel like in other sports, you don't have as many walk-ons.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's just because like the numbers in football are so high.
That's true.
You need guys.
Yeah. You guys take beatings, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Some tough beatings.
Yeah.
Let's see. What has been your worst date experience?
Worst date experience in college?
Yeah.
I haven't had a bad date in college.
Hey, there you go.
To be honest with you.
You hear that, ladies?
I haven't had a bad date.
Haven't had a bad date. All right. We'll keep it at that. Do you have any guilty pleasures?
Guilty pleasures in relation to what?
I don't know. You pick one. All right, how about TV shows? Like guilty pleasure TV shows.
Guilty pleasure TV shows.
Yeah, you're just like, oh yeah, I watched The Good Housewives of Beverly Hills or something like. I don't know.
I did watch Real Housewives for a little while.
Okay.
Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was super invested in that show.
Really?
Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then they had one in Potomac.
Mm-hmm.
So I was definitely watching that one because at one point I was going to school out in Potomac.
Mm-hmm.
And like one of the mom's daughters was going to the same school. So I would see like the mom that was on the TV show and it was pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Do you ever see the cameras or were they ever with her?
No, the cameras, I didn't see the cameras at the school, but I think they were up there the year before I got there. But the year I was up there, I didn't see any cameras.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's crazy. Like, that goes on, like, around.
Yeah, it does. It's crazy.
He's like, oh, wow.
Really, like, recording their lives and, like, doing that. It's, like, it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking. All right. Good Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, and
I
watch Love and Hip Hop a lot.
Love and Hip Hop. I've never
New
gone to
York
like
and
shows.
LA and Miami and all that. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Those reality shows, like, they seem a little interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, they don't really have, like, too much substance underneath, you know? Just everyday life.
Yeah. When do you usually watch your shows? Like,
Whenever, honestly.
Whenever
like,
you do work, you're just chilling?
Yeah, not really when I do work, but, like, if I just have any free time, like, I just sit down and watch a show.
Mm-hmm. I have a friend that he like can watch shows and do his work, and like he does his work, and then I'm just like, oh, like what happened in like the episode, and like he'll like pretty much give it to me, and I'm just like, wait, what?
What?
Like I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't focus on that.
I can't do that. Like go back and forth. Well, all right. You have any embarrassing moments in the past week?
Embarrassing moments. Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah. Definitely Saturday night at friends. I'd say there were a couple embarrassing moments there. I had a couple close calls with the ground a couple times. Yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Be like that sometimes. It's a good time though.
Who'd you go there with?
I go with a bunch of my boys. I went with Jake, I went with Cole, I went with Sam. Yeah, Sam was there.
Mm-hmm.
We're a bunch of guys. We're a bunch of guys for the team, man. We had a great time.
Yeah. I always figure there's like football players there when like, cause like I'm a pretty short guy, or like I'm average, and everybody's just like up there, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Fins, that's our spot.
Yeah, like
I love Fins.
Fins a good time.
Can I go with this one?
Yeah, bro, go ahead.
Best player you've played with or against? There's a couple in like multiple sports.
I do
football
for each sport.
For football, one of the best players I've played with. Definitely shouting out my boy Bryson Shaw, starting safety at Ohio State. He's a dog. He's an animal. Probably gonna see him in the league in a few years. I'm blanking right now, but there's so many guys I've played with that have gone on to college and pros in football and basketball.
Who in basketball?
In basketball, played with this kid named Jay Heath.
Okay.
I was in elementary school. He was at Boston College for a little bit and he transferred somewhere else. I don't know where he is now.
Mm-hmm.
He went D1, yeah.
What about for track? Anyone like compete like really?
For track, yeah, I was on the relay, the 4x1 relay with the kid that ended up going to Michigan State.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyone make it to like the junior team?
Did we have anyone on the junior team? I don't know. Oh, when I was at Bullis was loaded with track athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were, when I was at Bullis, they were all like, yeah. They were all that track.
Alright. What's your favorite villain?
Favorite villain?
Yeah, and everything.
Favorite villain? I want to say Thanos.
Thanos?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because like, I really didn't like. I was super into those Marvel movies. So like when I was like following it, like as the movies were releasing, I was like, damn, he's doing all this. But then like I was listening to what he was talking about. I was like, okay, like he doesn't make a lot of bad points here. Another villain that was like that was Killmonger from Black Panther. With his whole like villain idea was centered around like giving the arms back to his people, and I was like, oh, that's like really resonating with me. So they could like stand up and fight. I mean, like, sure, he was going about it the wrong way, I guess,
but it wasn't necessarily the wrong idea.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily the wrong idea. So Killmonger and Dan was definitely up there.
Yeah, Marvel movie, like, for a while, I feel like they've had some good,
some really good movies,
pretty good villains too. Yeah, villains in movies, like, they're just pretty consistent. I mean, I feel like recently after all Thanos thing, it's kind of, it's plateaued or like, gone down here and there, but it'd be like that. You can't keep going up sometimes.
Best and worst experience playing your sport. I can say worst experience for sure was when I tore my meniscus my junior year playing football. Yeah, that was terrible. It was rough. Best experience though, in the ACC championship this past fall. That was pretty cool.
How fun was that to just like be out there for like celebration?
It was fun because like we actually like put in a lot of work to get there. So just to see all that with the confetti and all that, it was like, damn, like, you really did it.
That's so sweet. I'm trying to imagine the feeling.
Yeah, it was cozy. It was surreal. I'd say like all the years.
Was your family there?
Yeah, my parents were there.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
Do you have any siblings?
I have 2 older sisters. Yeah.
2 older sisters. Oh, you're the baby.
I'm the baby. I'm the youngest.
Hey, there we go. 2 older sisters. How much older are they?
We're all 2 years apart.
Okay.
So Amber would be 22 right now. Well, she's gonna be 22 in April, and Alexa's gonna be 24 in August.
Oh, okay.
So about 2 years apart right now. We'll be 21 in May.
Wow. That's cool. 2. With me and my brothers, we're 1.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're so close.
Your 2 older brothers?
Yeah, I have 2 older brothers.
So you're a baby too?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Nickname at home, all my aunts and uncles, it's baby.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just like, okay. I'm an adult now, but it's a cool name. You have a nickname at home?
My nickname at home, my dad calls me Bo.
Bo.
Because when I was younger, I played football and baseball, and I was like really into those, and he said it reminded him of Bo Jackson, because he was doing that, so he calls me Bo.
Let's see.
Hud, everybody calls me Hud.
Yeah, everybody calls me here. Like I've only heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first time I said your full name.
Right. My mom only calls me Hudson though.
Oh really? Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
One for each.
This is actually a good question for this though. Who would you want to thank for getting you where you are today? Definitely my parents. Without my parents, like I definitely wouldn't be sitting here right now. All the college visits that they drove me to, and like all the schools we visited throughout high school, like I definitely couldn't have done that by myself, and they definitely stuck by me.
Yeah.
Every step of the way. So shout out the Rents, man.
Shout out to the Rents.
Shout out to the
Rents.
Shout out to the Rents.
Yeah. So much. There's like, it's like funny. Like I was thinking about that same topic the other day. I was like, wow, I'm here because of like all those little things.
Oh yeah, all those little things
you just like they did, and you're just like, oh wow, okay, that means so much. And it's weird because you can't fully ever show your appreciation for it, and they don't like necessarily expect it. Like my dad has said this to me so many times, where like he'll just like pause, like maybe he'll be talking to me or something, or he'll be listening to me say something, or maybe he'll even be yelling at me, then just stop, and then at the end he'll just be like, these are one of those moments that you won't understand until you're a parent. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, alright. It's cool. It's cool. Like, we good? We good? Yeah. Shout out to the Reds. So, well, this might be another one for the rents. What drives you during games or practices?
What drives me
Mostly during practice. Like, what gets you, like, what really gets you fired up for, like, a practice? Because I know everybody has, like, their game routine. Like, what really gets you fired up for a practice where you're just like, I want to, like, perform today? Like, go off.
What gets me fired up for a practice is just, like, thinking about, like, how much I had to go through to, like, even be, like, suiting up for, like, a college practice. Like all the schools that, like, passed up on me or, like, didn't look at me, like, all the recognition that I feel I should have gotten when I was in high school that I didn't get, and, like, to still, like, be where I am now, I just, like, makes me want to go harder, like, prove to myself that, like, I am who I think I am. Like, prove to everyone else that, like, shouldn't play with me.
Bro, yes. I like that a lot. I think everybody should put that in their book.
Put it in your book.
Put it in your book, guys.
I feel like when your why comes from, like, something that's important to you, like something internal important to you, then, like, it makes it a lot stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you know why you're doing it, you're not doing it for, like, someone else, and you're really doing it for yourself, then, like, that's just gonna make you go harder.
Mm-hmm. So at the end of high school, did you know you wanted to play at Pitt?
I didn't know, actually. I didn't know. I knew I was gonna come to Pitt, but I honestly wasn't sure if I was gonna play.
Really?
Like, I was pretty down on football by then. Like, I wasn't, like, it didn't really go how I thought it was gonna go throughout high school because, like, injuries and other setbacks. So, like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to play in college.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, once I got the offer to try out, I was like, might as well go out here and see what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well try. So, like, years from now, I'm not saying, like, oh, I could have done this, could have done that.
Mm-hmm. No regrets?
No regrets.
Good. All right. Well, what's the best sport to watch drunk? That's a
best sport to watch drunk. It's football.
Football.
It's football.
I think so too. And also the tailgate.
Yeah.
There's nothing like tailgating with your friends. Like,
I didn't really tailgate.
Well, yeah, I know. You don't get this part. This is. Hey guys, this is my part of the show where I talk about not being a D1 athlete. Yeah. So, like, you get to go with your friends. You're like drinking, you're playing like dive, and like you're out at the tailgate. They're grilling, they're playing music.
Sounds fun.
Sounds fun. Shit, you're probably in the locker room, like, getting a foot massage or something. But we're out there. Cheering you guys on, getting ready for you guys. That's how we prep for you guys.
Yeah, the tailgates that I've seen, like, they were outside of Hines, are definitely look pretty crazy. So I'm sure they're a good time.
Yeah, so definitely football is the best sport in that regard.
Yeah. Moment you're proud of.
I could guess one.
Yeah.
I could actually guess a couple. Like, just.
Yeah. Definitely when I walked on, for sure. But probably to go back even further, probably when I graduated high school. That was, like, a big milestone in my life. So that's definitely a moment I was proud of.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely, since my high school experience, like, wasn't like a lot of other people, since I went to 3 different schools. So, like, it was kind of, just, like, mentally taxing.
Schools. Wow.
Yeah.
So you just, each year, just jumping.
Yeah, I was jumping around.
So you did track and football at each school?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's very cool. Which ones were your favorite, or for, like, each sport, or were they both at, like, one school?
You mean like which sport was my favorite?
Yeah, which school?
Which school?
Sorry that, like, I'm wording things.
Well, when I was at DeMatha had the best teams in the area. So, like, I knew, like, our football team was gonna be good. I knew the track team was gonna be good. Like, the basketball, every sport was gonna be good. So, like, it was just a good experience to, like, be around for, like, all of those events. When I was at Bullish, like, I was playing a little bit, not as much as I wanted to, but, like, I still enjoyed track. Track was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the track team, like, also had, like, nationally ranked athletes, and they had a lot of national recognition, so it was good to be out there for that. But when I was at Carroll, like, I definitely had the most fun playing when I was at Carroll, because that's when I was playing the most, and, like, for track, like, I was traveling to, like, Texas and Philly and all that, so it was fun.
Wow, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Texas is a far away.
Texas was far. Texas was fun though. It was hot. It was really hot.
It's a different kind of heat.
It is a different kind of
I feel
heat.
like than we have up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's your favorite place to go in DC? I wish Paco was here. Shout out Paco.
Shout out Paco. We miss you, man.
Miss you, man. Like, really need that vibe. Like, there's a certain vibe you bring.
Yeah.
Missing that right now. But
favorite place to go in DC?
Yeah.
Georgetown,
Georgetown,
for sure.
Georgetown, like, isn't there a bakery? Georgetown Bakery, like, there's a
Georgetown Cupcake.
Cupcake, yes.
Yeah, that's like the big bakery or the cupcake shop over there. Every time I go past there, there's always like a long line going back down the block. So I mean, it's really popular. I've never had it, so I mean, I don't know, but it's pretty popular. Georgetown, like, it's just a good vibe over there. It's just a real chill vibe. It's like a bunch of stores, bunch of events and movie theaters like you can go to and whatnot. And I went to school over there when I was younger, so I'm pretty familiar with the area. And one of my boys goes to school over there now. Shout out Javon. So I like to go over there and just chill.
That's sweet.
Georgetown.
I need to go visit because I feel like I've seen it on through pictures of friends and stuff.
DC's great.
Yeah, I haven't really experienced it. My brother lives in DC, but I've never even visited him.
Damn.
Like, I've been down there, like helping him move in or like to somewhere else, like around, but like I've never not really stayed.
Yeah.
Like
got the experience. DC's great. DC's great.
Well, I'll get to it. For sure. Wait, did you just read a question or did I?
I think I did.
Yeah. All right. What's your favorite food growing up?
Favorite food growing up? My mom used to always make this curry shrimp that I really liked.
Curry shrimp. What were some of the staples in your house?
Curry shrimp, curry goat, curry chicken, oxtail, all types of Caribbean food. Growing up, it's like all that.
Where are your parents from?
It's from St. Vincent and Grenadines.
Oh.
Also there.
Wow.
It's nice, but I mean, I'm still trying to vibe with it.
Do you cook yourself, some of those meals?
No. I know how to. My mom definitely taught me how to make curry shrimp and rice, but I've just never done it. I want to get back into cooking though. Because it's nice.
That just sounds good. I'm just like,
that's nice to moving around.
Wow. Curry chicken. Well, I mean, in my house it was like some sort of rice, beans, and chicken, something like that.
Rice, beans, and chicken. Yeah. Yeah, we were heavy on the rice too.
It was good. It was like rice every night.
Rice every night. Yeah.
You
complain though. Like you're eating.
Exactly. Like my mom was just like, hey, make sure to make rice. Make sure. Or she didn't even have to tell us this morning. You just know, just gotta make rice.
Just gotta make rice.
Alright. Well, what is the best Disney princess?
Best Disney princess? What was her name? Jasmine from The Princess and the Frog? Was that her name? Tiana.
Tiana's in Tiana.
Yeah.
Tiana. For all the Tianas out there, let this be your prince. Jasmine's pretty, from Aladdin.
Yes, Aladdin.
I like carpet ride. Type.
Best advice for your pre-college self? Good.
Yeah, that's just a small one.
Alright. Best advice for your pre-college self? Probably just go a little easier on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, when you might mess up and make mistakes. Because I failed an econ class my freshman year, and I was devastated. I was so upset because I never failed a class before.
Yeah.
And just come to college my freshman year when I've been getting good grades pretty much my whole life, and just coming in bomb this class, and it was completely in my control. I was just like, damn.
Yeah. But you're also on a different schedule, I feel like.
Yeah, I was on a different schedule. I mean, it wasn't really an excuse. If I had tried a little bit more, I definitely could have done better. But that was just something I had to learn from though.
Yeah. So was school easy in high school for you? So I mean,
first 2 years it wasn't that easy, but at Carroll school was pretty easy. It was just, I mean, it was based off like the amount of effort I put in though. Like if I put in effort, like it could be easy, but like if I was just trying to float through and like not try, then it'd be a little more difficult. So
yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
I mean, that's how it is here too. Same shit.
That's facts. Definitely went through more than 10, but what's been the funniest locker room moment?
Funniest locker room moment.
Like, who's that locker room guy that you're just like, yeah, that's
that locker room guy is
jokes.
definitely PJ. Shout out PJ. Anytime you're in the locker room, you're always gonna hear PJ yelling, screaming, saying something, just making somebody laugh, doing something. He's that guy.
That's one. PJ.
PJ.
Alright, PJ.
What's the number one thing that you expected this experience to be like, but it wasn't when you got here? Well, I mean, coming in, like, I didn't really have any expectations for this experience. I was just, like, trying to keep an open mind, like, just gonna sit here and chop it up. And
you didn't think, like, you were, like, see a movie in high school and you're like, wow, like, college, you know, I'm gonna be like that.
Oh, we're talking about college or we're talking about, like, this?
No, like, college, bro.
College?
Yeah.
What's the number one thing that I expected college to be like, but it wasn't when you got here?
Yeah, not literally right now. Yeah,
totally right now.
It's like,
college. In the movies in college, it always seemed like everyone was having such a great time. But then, like, when I got here, like, everyone's just not having a great time.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Like, kids are, like, really stressed. That speaks to the workload for sure. Our kids are putting too much on themselves and they're stressing themselves out. We need to cut back.
Yeah, I feel like that, and when you watch a movie, you're really centered around like only a certain group of people, and they're always like the people doing something. And I realized, like, in college, yes, you're like always doing something, but you're not always doing like the craziest shit ever. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you're just like, you know, you're just doing work.
You're just doing work.
You know what I mean?
You're just sitting by yourself, just chilling.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not always some big grand party.
Yeah.
Even though like those still happen here. Like it's just not like that all the time.
Yeah, I saw you out there.
I was out there.
Simple Lot.
I love a good darty.
Same Patty's
I
name.
love a good darty, man. I like to go out and have a good time. Like, who doesn't?
Yeah.
College is stressful. Like, it's fun to like just kick back and go relax and go do something.
You guys got there after like all the freshmen and stuff left.
Yeah, we got there pretty late.
Yeah.
We got there pretty late.
Dude, but it kept going. Like, I left at like 8. It was dark by the time I left.
Really?
Yeah, and like
I left at like 7 because I was trying to get ready to go out that night. So.
Yeah, me too. Like, and they were still gone. Like when I left, they were like, it was like, I was like, what are you guys doing at this point?
It was going all day on Thursday too. So Simple Lot was definitely kicking. I hope there's more.
I hope so too. I want to see one in T-Lot.
Yeah.
I want to see one there. It's been a minute. Like, I feel like we haven't had that since last fall. I feel like last fall, like not this past one, but the year before, there was like so many like in that lot going on like every weekend. Just die or people hang out.
Can you go with this one?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
What aspect of the sport do non-players not quite get? This is a pretty interesting one. I feel like people who don't play football don't understand like the physical toll for sure, but even more so like the mental toll. Like, I feel like when non-athletes see athletes of any sport, they might think that like, oh, they're on scholarship, or like, oh, they might get all this cool gear. But like, and like they say we get it for free, but like the trade-off is really with like your time. It's like we're getting all this free stuff, but like we're not getting to go home for Thanksgiving. Like, we're not getting to go home for Christmas when like everyone else is going home and just chilling. Like, I've missed 2 Christmases since I've been in college, like being on the team for bowl games. It's just like, damn, like, yeah, like I'm getting to like do all this and go travel to games and whatnot, but like for Christmas, like I definitely want to be sitting at home with my family. So like, and that definitely takes a mental toll on you. I feel like non-athletes don't understand that part of it.
Yeah. I can see that. I mean, I feel like I've been home, or at least with my family, like every single Christmas I've been alive. So I can't, and like I feel like this past year and like maybe 2 years ago, there was like 2 times where it was only like split, like half the family was together and the other half was together. And I can't imagine like not being with like anyone.
Right.
Or like, you know,
Right.
most of my time is like away. Like that'd be so, like for me, foreign.
Yeah.
So like,
foreign.
yeah, I can see the mental toll like really kind of taking a hold. You're like, wow, this is all my time. This is like, you know, like I mean, you expect it to be your time, but then it's like some more.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Christmas or something you expect to kind of have with your family. If I would think, but hey, I'm good with that.
It's what it is though.
Enjoying it. Love life, bro. It is what it is. The Caribbean. Wow.
I'm trying to find something I could just like roll with.
What's your motto?
My motto? A motto? I don't know if I have just like one set motto. More just like a set of rules. You know, just like never give up. Always believe in yourself, you know.
Mm-hmm. What's you guys' schedule like for football? Like what time do you usually like get up, go to practice, you know, your classes, and then like all the other meetings?
So for like today, the team meeting was at 7:30. And we had to be in by like 7:15 for like breakfast and all that. We had mandatory breakfast. So you come in, you weigh in, get your food and all that. Go to the meeting at 7:30, team meeting. My dude is gonna talk to us a little bit about like what's gonna go in our practice that day. And then we have like a special teams meeting. Talk about special teams for a little bit. That's usually 15, 20 minutes. Then we have unit meetings, offense, defense, and then individual position meetings. About 40 minutes. So 7:30 to about like, let's say roughly 8:30, sit in the meetings. And then after that, we're gonna go downstairs and get dressed, go out to the field for practice. We'll have practice, come back in usually around 11:30, 12, shower, go back to the crib, get a little nap in, eat, go to class at 2:30. And then I'm free for the rest of the day. But that's only because I like made my schedule the way it is now with like the online classes. But before, like my freshman year, when I actually had to go to all those in-person classes, like it was definitely a lot more intense.
Stressful at times?
Stressful, yeah, for sure.
You know, you don't have like too much time in between anything, especially when it comes to like football things. It's like,
yeah, not really.
Wow. But how many meals do you guys get? Because I know don't they give you like dining dollars?
No.
They don't give you guys dining dollars?
No. Well, the scholarship guys get the muchos.
Okay, what's that?
It's like an app.
Like a stipend.
Yeah, kind of like a stipend, $50 a day for food at like restaurants around Oakland.
So did you pay to live in the bridge?
No.
No, you didn't?
No.
Okay, that's good. And then, but only the scholarship guys get stipends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how many
they might
meals
give us
do they
like a per diem like during the season.
Okay.
They'll give everyone like per diem on debit cards.
Yeah.
But meals, we usually get 2 meals for like whenever we're there. Like if we're gonna be there for like the morning and afternoon, we'll get breakfast and lunch. Like on Sundays during the season, we'll be there for like afternoon and night, so we get lunch and dinner. We usually just do it like that.
Is it good? long sigh.
I mean, it's edible. I feel like, you know, when you're eating it like every day for a while, like you're gonna get used to it and probably not like be as satisfied. But like someone coming in and eating it for the first time, and you'd be like, wow, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just like, it's one of those things.
You've been to market, like
I have been to market though. Way better than market.
Way better
than anything market has.
Yeah,
way better than
You know the
anything market
experience.
has. I know the market experience.
It's so interesting how you started out in Holland
Yeah, Holland.
And I was like, wow. Like,
Yeah, so I know
I did
it
not
more.
expect that.
I
Yeah,
know it
exactly.
more.
So you were one of the athletes that like actually understood.
Yeah, I know it. The communal bathroom life and all that. I know it, bro. I was there.
That's how they come in. But this building, I mean, like this and like I guess you can live on the hill, but this is their athlete building.
Living on the hill anymore, though.
Yeah.
But this is like the athlete building, yeah.
It's like, but it's mostly sophomore, freshmen and sophomore.
Yeah, freshmen and sophomores. I know for football, after your sophomore year, you have to move out to like make room for the next class.
Do they do that at other schools, or do they?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they have some type of like athlete student housing for them.
Yeah.
But
Pitt. I mean, this isn't even a Pitt building. This is.
It's not.
No, that's why. That's literally half the building is just regular people, like or like students, like, like me, like, or they just like. There's some people that just have jobs, and they just go in and out for their job, like in this building. And then you have like all the athletes. I think Pitt just bought it, like so many things that now the building kind of listens to like what Pitt has to say. Sometimes.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Social life expectations versus reality. What is this asking for?
So, has there, I mean, I guess you kind of pointed to it earlier when you said freshman year you didn't like talk to that many people, like go to like those events.
Yeah, I wasn't.
And so your social life is like what it is now, I'd say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so what did you expect your social life to be like when you got here?
When I got here, I expected...
Like, before football, like, say you weren't...
Before football and living alone, like, I expected to, like, know people, but I wasn't really trying to, like, you know, just, like...
You got lucky, bro. Living alone in Holland.
Yeah, living alone in Holland, I did get lucky. I got really lucky.
I know someone that was in a 3-person. They're like,
yeah,
it's terrible.
Yeah, I know those are rough. I want to answer this, though. Social life when I first got here, I expected to, like, just kind of be chill, like, not really be in the mix too much. But, like, you know, just be around, just kind of do my own thing.
Mm-hmm. I feel that. All changed.
It all changed. I definitely started meeting a lot more people when I started playing football.
Yeah. You have the team, and they have like everybody has like the people they know, and then you just meet all of them.
People they know, and like other athletes that they know. So.
Yeah, I think it's a sweet like kind of web of how all of them like meet each other. Just from like meeting like the athletes in here, I'm just like, oh, okay, this is how like everybody kind of connects in different ways. And I'm like, oh, that's sweet. Because like for us, like you have your classes. If you're not in any clubs, you literally just have your classes. And like freshman year, I guess you have your dorm, like whoever you're meeting there. But that doesn't necessarily like translate like after.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
And so you just gotta find ways to
find your own way.
I just talk and talk and talk. So it's like I just meet someone every day. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Would you say you're introverted?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid to like talk to people, but I'm not gonna like go out my way.
Yeah, I can tell. I see you at Mario's, bro. You be chilling there.
You're chilling. You're chilling.
Like, you just,
I'll just like,
oh, where's Popping? I'll be like, yo, where's Huddo? Oh, okay. Just do the perimeter. You're going to find him at one.
I'm fine with just sitting in the corner and just like chilling, doing my own thing. Like, I'm content with that, bro.
Yeah. That's sweet.
Do you buy into school spirit? Yeah, I do. I feel like school spirit is important. School spirit's like a huge deal. Here too, but like even more so in like schools in the South, like the SEC and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, it's like it's almost like it brings a sense of like nationalism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten more so in the school spirit. I feel like this past year more so, like the most, just because I've had the most opportunities, I've had the most time to go out and do stuff. like freshman year, like I played like hockey on the hockey team, so like I was like busy and like I mean that was my school spirit, like I was I was like planning on like doing that with the team, and then I'd go to football games, but then we had COVID years, and I was like,
yeah, those are rough.
You just it's I don't know, it wasn't the same feel as like I get this past year, like with sports and like school spirit and like how everybody like presents themselves, like dude, let's go H2P baby.
H2P.
What do you guys say? Like, do you guys do like team on 3 like before you walk out? What's like said in the locker? Like, who gives like a speech? Like, who gets everybody going? Like, what are you guys doing?
Doozy usually gives a speech before like we all go out and like run to the tunnel and all that. But like any leader on like offense or defense should like give a speech to the unit. Or Kenny might say something. Kenny like is usually like the main one speaking before the games.
Sweet. Just like, do you guys do it? Like,
yeah, we do all that.
I imagine.
All that cool stuff, man. All the like circle up and all that.
That's
great, man.
I feel like those are some of the things like I miss about like sports.
Yeah, the camaraderie.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, you have your close friends like outside of classes, like here, but there's nothing that really gets you that riled up. Even if you like, I mean, I am, you know what I mean? But like, there's nothing like that. Like, when you're like really competing in like a season, you're just like,
It really brings you closer together with people. I've definitely like made some lifelong friendships with like guys on this team, and like guys I've like played other sports with throughout the years.
Do you think there's more windows or doors? We've been over this.
Windows or doors?
Yeah.
Like where?
Or wheels or doors in the world?
Wheels or doors?
Yeah. There were wheels or doors out there.
That's interesting.
Dude, someone brought it up to me the other day, and I was like, it's having a tough time. Like, I was doors, and then I was wheels. Now I'm just.
I want to say doors, but then like when you think about like how many like cars and other like automobiles are out there, and like anything that uses some type of wheel.
See, like a car cancels out.
Yeah, it has wheels and doors.
Yeah. But then again, like, is a trunk a door? Or is a hood a door? Or is that a hood and that's a trunk,
I feel like doors...
Because low-key that is like...
Yeah. I feel like doors classify as like points of entry though.
Okay.
Like a door is like something like you could go in. But like...
Because they were saying
you open up your gas cab, like that could still be considered like a door?
Yeah. But then like, what is considered a wheel? Does it have to, What if it's like a cylinder?
That could be considered a wheel.
Kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely get it.
So, but I was saying the argument, okay, you look at a suitcase. Like it has 4 wheels, you know what I mean? And then you're zipping it once and opening it.
Yeah.
So it's just one door. All the other things are just zippers or pockets. So there right away, like for every suitcase out there, you have 4 wheels to 1 door. And then say you fill a hotel with like people. Aren't there going to be more wheels on suitcases?
Yeah, wheels on suitcases than like doors in the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, how many doors does a hotel have?
1 for each room and probably bathroom.
Does closet count as like because sometimes it's a door.
Sometimes it is a door.
But other times it's just like
the slide,
Oh, and they have the adjacent doors too in some hotels.
And yeah, some doors they do have the adjacent door right there. Interesting to think about.
Yeah, whoever out there came up with that was I've been seeing on SportsCenter, like the anchors have been doing it. Like on the news, the anchors have been doing it. It's mad funny. Like I was watching NHL Network and they were like talking about it. I was like, wait, it's literally on ESPN, NHL Network, like wheels and doors. Like
it's interesting.
TSN. Oh man, bro, honestly, All right, guys.
Metro booming, want some more, nigga. She banking on me on the bank. I smack her, she love to get spanked. I tackle her, bitch love to wrestle. Young bachelor, we love to play. So come out when I move the drapes. Know my move when I grab your waist. Know you fucking a man that's made. Hey, keep it low key, she ain't after fame. No, she ain't after fame. You ain't like that, oh, I used to be fucking. You don't heard nothing the same. Don't care about no cuffing, you wanna keep bustin' it.